Hello everyone, how are you? I just want to stop by here for a minute. This is Yvonne Roberts from Yvonne Roberts, Bonnie's Designs. I just want to stop by and say hello to Annie Craig. Annie, I promised you a video on how to do the wooden earrings, and so I just want to stop by here and do a quick video for you. I told you I would, so here goes my video. So first thing you're going to need, Annie, is you're going to need some vinyl paper. Here's my vinyl paper. Now with the vinyl paper you have permanent sticky on the paper. If you pull this back, okay, you're gonna pull your paper off, and when you pull back your paper, it's kind of like sticky paper, you know what I mean? With sticky paper you have to pull the paper off the top, okay, and I don't have any nails, but it's coming off. Okay, so as you can see here, you have to pull the paper off. Try to grab it. And when you grab that, you see it separate here, okay? So you have to separate, take this off, and this part right here is very sticky. That part is going to stick to the earring. Okay, so what we're going to do is I already have this halfway off now, so what I'm going to do is you're going to need your scissors and you're going to cut enough for both earrings. Okay, so we're just going to cut this enough so I can get both pairs of earrings done. As you can see, both of these earrings have holes already in them, okay? They already have holes, so we don't have to worry about punching holes into our earrings, okay? So we're just gonna go on up here and finish cutting this off. Now we're gonna put this extra piece of paper away. You're going to need your wood blanks, and I know that you told me you didn't have any wood blanks, but let's just pretend like this is the paper. If you put enough paper, I would say when you make your wood blanks, you're going to have to make at least 6 or 7 of these from your paper. You're going to have to make at least 7 of these in order for it to be firm. Nice and firm, okay? When you make them, you want them to be nice and firm. So what you're going to do once you do that, where's the end where I've already started? Okay, here we go. So we're going to start by putting our earring on here, okay? Can you see that? I want to make sure you guys see it, so make sure you see it. So we're going to put our earring on here. Okay, and we're just gonna cut along this line right here. Now you could put this on the front and the back. Personally, I don't do front and back. What I do is I put it on the front and I paint my back. Okay, so anyway, here's what we're gonna do here. Okay. So that paper that I lifted up earlier, we're going to lift this up now. Now you can paint this. You can paint this before you put your paper on, whatever vinyl paper you choose to put on. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to lay this down and we're going to put this right on the top. Okay? going to put that on the top just like so. Now, what I should have did was got my X-Acto pen, my X-Acto knife. Hold on a minute. I forgot my X-Acto knife. I'll be right back. All right, here I am. You're gonna need an X-Acto knife. This is an X-Acto knife. It's kind of like a surgical knife. Okay. Now, with this being on here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna have to cut away the circle. Okay. We're gonna cut along the lines of the circle, like so. And when you're using an X-Acto knife, you have to be very careful because these X-Acto knives are very sharp and they will cut you. What is that? Okay, they will cut you, so you have to be very careful as you go around on the inside of these. Okay. Careful, steady as she goes. Okay. Take your X-Acto knife and cut it. Just follow right along the edge of that on the inside. On the inside of this, you're just gonna go right on the inside. I don't know what this is. Is that me? Why is this happening? I don't know what that is. Anyway, we're gonna go along the lines here. Okay. And it looked like it cut out pretty good. I'm going to go along it again. I'm going to go along these lines again. It's doing a lot better this time. I think I was going against the grain. That's why I was making that noise. Can you see me? I don't want to get this out of the side of the camera. All right. There you go. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to punch our hole in here and we're just going to go around it. Like so. And as you go around it, you'll see it start lifting by itself, because I've already started it. So there we go. There you go. You're going to cut your inside out. There you go. See that? So you're just going to lay that there. Now you have your hole here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to show you the easy part. This part is easy. What I'm going to show you next. Now this is what I learned from Miss CJ Chandler. Okay. I knew nothing about putting vinyl on earrings until I saw her channel. And from then I was like, oh my God, I could have been doing this a long time ago, but I didn't even know you could do this. So we're just going to trim the edges here. trim your edges as best as you can. Okay. I'm going to trim my edges. Okay. Now that I have my edges trimmed, here is the part that I wanted to show you. Now that the edges are trimmed, I just like going around it with my hand like this. Now you're going to have paper, so you may not be able to do it like this. You may not, but you can smooth it down. Another way you can do it is just smooth it down like this. All it does is just help it to stick on a little bit better. That's what that does. And you can do the same with the inside. Okay. You could do the same with the inside, and on the inside we're going to file this down too, so we're going to file it all down. That's what we're getting ready to do now. Okay, so with that being done, okay, just take your finger, take your thumb, and work it down like this, all the way around. Then you're going to take your file, and then you're going to file your edges, like so. When I saw CJ do this, I was just ecstatic because I had been wanting to do some vinyl earrings for a while. I saw some people who really made some nice vinyl earrings, and I didn't know how they made them. They just, you know how you see some of these on YouTube and they're just showing them, but they're not showing you how they do it. So they're showing you the results, but they're not showing you how they got the results. So when I finally learned from Miss CJ Chandler, shout out to her, good teacher. I give her high kudos because she really shows you how to do things. Her jewelry is absolutely beautiful. Very knowledgeable lady when it comes to how to do those things. Okay, so as you see, these are the results of that. So now all we have to do is just file it down. Now, where my hole is, I'm going to punch a hole in that really soon, but right now I'm not going to worry about it right now. I'm just going to, well, as a matter of fact, hold on a minute. Matter of fact, I can actually. There we go. Punch the hole right through it. Now, get that out of the way. Done. Okay, so there's my hole. Right here. Alright, now, again, we're just going to take our hands and go across, rub it across there, just all the way around. Now, as far as the filing go for the inside, what I do is I take my file and I go on the inside. Now I heard this is a pretty wide file, so I'm going to have to get some smaller ones, but at this time I do not have smaller ones. These are the only ones I have, so these are the only ones I can use at this moment. So I just do the best I can with what I have. Okay. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing or not, but I'm basically using the edge here. If you can see that, I'm basically using the edge because the whole file is really big, so I'm basically just using the edge there. You may not get the whole thing to do the file, and if you can just get the edge to file, that's pretty cool. That's better than, you can still get the job done. Okay. Now, with the wood, you could do this. With the wood, you could do this. You could stay here and, really work on this. But if you have the paper, the cardboard, it may be a little difficult because you can't put a whole lot of pressure on it. Okay, so here's my earring. Okay, here's my earring. All right, there it is. Now, like I said, you have the option to do the same with the back. Me, I'll probably paint it with some red paint or some red or some blue, maybe even some purple. It depends on what I want to do with that. But yeah, there it is. You could paint your back, or either if you choose to, you could put the vinyl on the back as well. And you're going to do the same process that you did in front. You're going to do the same on the back, if that's what you so choose. Again, I personally do not put the vinyl on the back. I just paint the back a resembling color. Okay, that's what I do. But anyway, that's how I do my earrings. And so I'm going to do the other one. Okay, same way. You do the other one the same way. Don't get too frustrated with yourself. If you have nails, it's going to make this a whole lot better. Okay, I could take my X-Acto knife and finish the process here. Just roll that on up. Okay. Um, and I'm gonna take that again and I'm gonna lay my earring here. Okay. I'm gonna take the extra paper off of here because I can use this for this other piece with something else. So I'm just gonna put that back on there. Okay. Now, again, I'm just gonna put this here, flatten it down. And we're gonna work on cutting our middle. Okay, we're gonna work on cutting our middle out. Again, you're gonna take your X-Acto knife and we're gonna go around our edges, the edge of the inside of your earring. Yeah, you want to throw that as far away from you as you possibly can because you don't want to mess around and leave that right next to you and forget that it's there, and you could do some severe damage to your hand. So make sure you keep that X-Acto knife far from where you are when you're done using it for the moment. Put it away from you. Okay. Now, we're going to grab our scissors again and we're going to start cutting away at some of these extra pieces. I'm working with some little tiny scissors now, but I have some larger ones. I just don't feel like getting up to go and get them over here on the edge of my table. I'd rather just use the small ones and keep going. It's cutting, so it's all that matters. There you go. So, once that's done, again, what we're going to do is we're going to rub this down with our fingers again. And you're going to use your file to go around the edges. Now, because you have paper, you can do this with the paper. You can do this with the paper as well. That's why you have to put so many layers. You have to put at least seven layers on it in order to be able to do this. You have to have your earring base has to be very strong. Okay? You can't have a flimsy base because you won't be able to file properly because your cardboard would break, bend rather. So you have to have, I like having at least 7, anywhere from 7 to 8 layers. I have done 10. When I'm doing big earrings, I have done 10. I love to have my base strong. I like a strong base. I want it to feel like it's a piece of wood, even though it's not a piece of wood. Okay. Now here it is again. We're done. Now we're going to do as we did the first time. We're going to file on the inside of the earring. Now you'll have Annie, you're going to have paper, you said. So, as long as you have a strong base, that's why I suggested that you put at least 7, 8 layers if you're going to make big earrings. And from what you showed me, you do have big earrings, so you're going to have to make a strong base. You can't have a weak base if you're going to file. You want it to look as nice as possible. And just get on the inside of that really good. If you could find a smaller file, that'll be even better. A small file, that'll be even better. I don't have small ones, I have big ones. But you do the best you can with what you have, right? So that's what we're going to do. And as you can see, it's working. The stuff is coming off. You just have to put a little strength behind it. Okay. Now that's probably as good as we're going to get for right now. I may polish it up a little later to make it look a little bit better, but I think from what I'm doing right now, it looks okay. I think that's pretty good. And then take your finger and go around the inside of that. Okay, and there you have it. We have our second earring. Okay, and I'm going to make my hole. I see where my hole is here, and I'm just going to punch that. Okay, yep, going to punch that right there. And there you have it. There's our earring. Okay. I hope this was very helpful for you. And with that said, see you later. Bye-bye.